Hi everyone, welcome to Smash That Small Paper Pad collaboration that I've hosted this year. We normally post on the 25th of each month. However, most of us remembered that this month, because of Christmas, we were posting on the 26th at 10 a.m. So anyway, some I think posted on the 25th because they just scheduled it. And you know what? That makes sense. I last month started this paper pad, this Kaisercraft 6.5-inch paper pad called Christmas Edition. It had 40 total sheets. It had 24 design papers. They're single-sided, 12 specialty papers, and 4, which basically means they have spot varnish or foil, and 4 die cut pages. So I had already punched out all the die cuts, and these I still have quite a few left. Some are little tags, some are sayings I don't think I'll be able to use. They're more for like a journal or something, and others I'll use, but perhaps next year. And I have 9 full sheets left. So I did not smash it. I have one of these. I did use one of these this month. I have 2 of these. I just don't really like this paper for some reason. It's sort of a glossy finish, and I don't know. I'll use it for some. I was going to use it for tags, but I used some scraps for tags this time. So, and that one, I did use one of those. I did use one of those and one of these. And one of these, and then I have 2 of these seams left, and that's it. And those will make nice cards or a book or something. What I did, I made cards and tags, and for the first batch of cards, I sort of pulled out the December 2020 sheetload of cards. I didn't do it exactly. Some of them I didn't round this corner. Most of them I didn't do this. I did something a little different. I mean, there was a sentiment, but I didn't do this on any of them. I did put some ribbon or a strip of additional paper across here. And also this size is 4.25 by 2.5, which makes it go all the way down to here. And on some of them, I cut that in half. I cut that at first, and then I cut that in half and just had it laying on up here to not add so much bulk down here. I did not use 12 by 12 papers though, because this is a 6.5 by 6.5. So with that in mind, let me show you the cards. This was the first one that I made with the one sheet that had the deer, so I put this on the opposite side because I wanted to have that deer show. See, this one goes over that way. I did round it, but I used glitter paper, which is retired Stampin' Up! Silver glitter paper or glimmer paper. This is some of the paper from the pad. And then this was one of the cut aparts. And I did use Stampin' Up! Ribbons. I used this white with silver. It's called Metallic Edge ribbon in 3/8 inch, and it's just called white, and it has a silver edge. I used this glittered organdy ribbon by Stampin' Up!, which is current. All these ribbons are current in the, I believe they're all in the annual catalog. And this is the black and white twine. I think I used that on the very last card. From the Playful Pets combo pack. It's black and white. Alright. So anyway, I did not do anything on the insides, and I still have to stamp my thing on the back. So that's the first one. It's only one of those. And then I kind of started doing them in 2s. So these are the next 2. This is where I started cutting the paper in that piece in half, and also because it had these music bars, I didn't want it rounded because it would have looked a little weird. So some of the papers in this pad are whitish, like whitish background, like this one, and some are more aged yellowed white, if you will, like a cream or an ivory. But I had all white card bases. By the way, this is thick whisper white, or if they have it now, thick basic white, whatever Stampin' Up's white thick paper is, that's what I'm using. This is whisper white. So anyway, what I did is those were all cut to 4 by 5 1/4. So I cut a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 to put on back of that bottom designer paper layer. And then on these two I used the glittered organdy ribbon. This I popped up on a little bit of silver glimmer paper. It was a scrap, so it didn't quite go all the way as wide as it did high. And that is bumped up, but nothing else is. And on this one, this is bumped up, but nothing else is. And that says, it is Christmas in the Heart that puts Christmas in the air by W.T. Ellis. Yeah, they're all blank on the inside, so I'm not going to show you the insides. I have some scraps of paper I'll probably end up putting on the insides. The next two are, let me move these out of the way. Oops, picking up my paper there. Next two are these, both Love, Peace, and Joy on glimmer paper. Again, the music paper, and then here we are, we're back to the white. Now I didn't have more of these, or this, I think these were the only ones I had cut in that length. So I just used different ones on each card. They're again backed on basic black, on top the thick whisper white. So that's those two, Love, Peace, and Joy. And then we have Joy to the World. Now here again, I didn't have two of these in the big, so I used one of each, black with silver foil design. And then this is sort of a tannish color, even though these are more white and black, but I thought it worked okay. And then I just used a strip of basic black here. I did pop these up on basic black as well. Had little strips of basic black, so instead of ribbon I used basic black paper, and then I backed the Joy to the World on basic black paper as well. And these I did corner round. The next one, well, these are kind of done the same way, but again, different paper. I sort of cut this wrong, and I got the We Wish You a Merry Christmas off centered a little bit. Oops, sorry. But it's okay. These both say Peace on Earth. They have silver foiling, and this has silver foiling, and I popped these up on basic black. But because this had We Wish You a Merry Christmas up here, I needed something that would go with that, but not, I mean, you don't want to put Merry Christmas on it again, right? And so I just put the Peace on Earth, which went with it, I think. And then this one, I didn't have to worry about that, but I just used the same one, but I put it up higher because there was a lot of this showing, and so I wanted it to be up more where Alicia had it in her design. Okay, then those were it following that design, and then I had scraps left. So I think that was 9, 2, 4, I think that was 9, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, that was 9, which is what her design was supposed to make. Then I had these strips of scraps left, so I did these two cards, and this is a cut apart. These two were cut aparts. This and this were cut aparts or punch outs. This I cut out of basic black from the Hippo and Friends dies. It had these, I don't know what they're called. Anyway, like a rectangle with cut edges, and they're stitched. So I used the second one actually, because I had a scrap of black paper and it fit. And then I just put one of the tag punch outs crooked and put one of the Happy Holidays punch outs. So one of the Happy Holidays, there were some circular punch outs as well. And then this one just says, I don't know. something downhill. How something road downhill. I can't read that word. I don't have my glasses on. Not that they would help. But I like the scene, and it had the silver foil in the background. So this one has 5 pieces going across, which I put on a piece of basic black, 5 1/8 by 4, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Put this across the top, centered it sort of, and cut off each edge. And then I backed these both on a piece of black, and this one on a piece of silver glimmer paper first. And that one doesn't have any ribbon. This one has the black organdy glitter ribbon going across, and just 4 pieces of the paper because some of them were wider. Okay, and then that's it for the cards. So I have 11 cards, and then these were pieces that got cut off. In fact, they were 2.5 inches wide, and I cut them down to 2, so the tag topper would work, the punch. And this is the Scalloped Tag Topper Punch, number 133324 by Stampin' Up. It's in the annual catalog and current. And then I just stapled the ribbon on these 3. And on this one, oops, I have 5 tags, excuse me. On these 2, because they're black background, I used the silver, white with silver ribbon. And I just was trying to use some of the cut-aparts. So these cut-aparts I put on silver glimmer paper, same with this one. And I thought, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even in frame. So I did 2 on this one, Merry Christmas and Believe in the Magic of the Season, and this one is Merry Christmas. They're white on the back, so I just left them that way so that they can be written on the back, and I could stamp a to and from or something on them. This one, there's some pictures in the, all 3 of these, there's some pictures in the die cuts. I feel funny about putting pictures of people that aren't people in my family on stuff I'm going to give to my family. So anyway, it's just a thing with me. So I'm not real big on using vintage photos, even though they're cute. But I thought on tags they'd be okay. I like the scenery one. This just says Happy Holidays, and I just glued these down at angles and then cut off the edges. And these 2 I just put one on top and one on bottom, and the Merry Christmas in the middle. And this one says Believe in the Season, and the 2 ladies with around, or no, a lady and a man around the tree, and Noel. And that is it. Although I probably should have had the child under Believe in the Season, but anyway. It is what it is. So I didn't think that through very well. So 5 tags and 11 cards out of what I had left. And where is it? I started with, this month I started with 17, no, I'm sorry, 23 full sheets left. Oh, I miscalculated. There was 17 used last month, so 23. I actually have 9 full sheets left, so I used more than 8 this time. That's all. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed that, and here's what I had made last month. I had made 5x7s with the ones that were full-size strips from the pad. You know, like each page had 2 of the same design on them. So yeah, I'll link that video if you want to go see what I made, you know, in more detail last month. Now as far as finishing this pad, I don't think so. I think for January, I'm not going to toss it. I'll save it, and you know, maybe I'll finish it on like a 10 on the 10th or something. I just don't want to make any more Christmas cards than I'm going to be doing for 10 on the 10th, especially since this year I didn't get them mailed. I did not get my cards mailed this year, so I apologize to everyone who might have been expecting cards from me. They didn't go out, and I'm not going to mail them late. So, but I have some goals in 2021, and I will be mailing things monthly. in 2021. And I will be trying to catch up a little bit, not for Christmas cards, but for some other things in early 2021. And I've designated a mailing day each month for, if I don't get them out the rest of the earlier in the month, there's the final Wednesday of each month is going to be deemed mailing day. Now, you know, if the weather's bad, it might end up being on Thursday, but Wednesday will be my get everything ready to mail, and so it can go out the door. And if I can get to the post office in time, it's going to be the run to the post office too. But we're heading into winter officially now. We are in winter officially now, so it's possible we'll have snow. I don't know. Or ice. If it's ice, I won't be going anywhere. So, yeah. Not to mention lockdowns and stuff again. So with that, I will leave you until the 25th of next month for this collab. And I don't know what pad I'm going to use. Alright everyone, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and I'm looking forward to celebrating a new year. So I'll see you soon.